Um, I got laid off last week. It I was working at a conglomerate, and they made the decision, and they just kind of, like 일방적통에, they just kind of like, broadcasted it to us, and suddenly set up a meeting with like 60 people, and that's how they fired, or that's how they let go of all of us. And basically, out of all the employees in the US, it was almost like I don't know what, a 40% layoff. And I'm kind of shocked at like how at the way they did that. And like, I'm not saying that was wrong, or just like that I would, appreciate them having said that to each and every person separately. But I mean, still, it's just kind of very unsettling, and they just invited all of us and shut down the meeting in like less than 10 minutes. And so like I was just kind of, thinking like, what a way to do this. And I was trying to process it for a little bit longer, and then I kind of ended up crying when I had another meeting set up with my own manager. And so I think it was just kind of a little more cruel hearing it from the words of my manager, because I know, I've been working with him, I've been, going through this and that with him, and like, I learned a lot from him, and he was very like a personal mentor to me as well. And yeah, I know that they were like stressing, like, oh, it's not about your performance or anything, but it just kind of makes me wonder, then what was it? What's the reason that some of the members are staying then? And so yeah, I just had these like doubts and worries, and what's done is done, and like what the decisions are final. And so what I just need to do is, just prepare myself like for the next step, and I know that won't be easy either. Yeah, and just I just kind of hope for the many of you who are being laid off right now, especially in the tech industries, because yeah, I've majored in CS, and that was my very first job out of my college. And for some of you, it might be 10 years, for some of you, maybe a month or like a few days. But whatever the case, I really think, although we are all laid off right now, no one can really speak for the other person, because they don't know, and I don't know each one of your situations perfectly. But I just know that, my heart pours out for all of you who are going through this process, and who have been, doing a part of this decision, and like impacted by it in any way, whether that be friends, family, or yourself. And there was one guy in a big meeting, organizational meeting this morning, who was asking like, I understand that there are factors that we cannot control, and that we are being impacted by it, and that we are prioritizing like revenue and whatnot and profit. But what are the measures that we're gonna take now that so many of us are being laid off? And um, the word that he mentioned was, like with so many people being laid off, it's just gonna be a slower failure. And so, yeah, I believe that, all the companies who have made this decision, they made it for a reason. And um, I don't know, just kind of like to think about that. I'm glad that, we are out of the company that, do not really especially care to really, like take us in. And I think each company should actually care for their employees. And if they're gonna let go all of us, why did they hire so many of us in the first place? And I know how, that cycle isn't just like a one answer definition. But I just kind of, at this stage, sometimes I get mad, sometimes I get sad, sometimes I'm, happy that I get to look for another opportunity, because I know that I myself wouldn't have been able to, resign and actually move on if it weren't for this decision. And so, yeah, I'm very thankful for that. And I am excited for what's going to happen to me, whether that be, moving out of the country, moving elsewhere, moving to, another company for a job. Whatever the case, I am excited to meet new people, to learn more and grow more, because I definitely think all of us will come out of this stronger. And yeah, like meanwhile, I think it's just very important to stay healthy, like both mentally and physically. And I know I haven't done that well because it's honestly been so easy to like seclude myself and like not really, keep a healthy diet or like keep a healthy routine going for me. Sometimes I wake up late, sometimes I just haven't had enough activity, so I can't go to sleep at night. And so, yeah, I've just kind of had a constant bad cycle of those. And I think it's now time to really set that back on schedule again. And so, yeah, today I woke up early intentionally. And so hopefully that signals a good spark for my entire routine that's about to start from today. And I hope to get maybe like 5 minutes of exercise in at least. And, whether that be just walking around the house, doing like an interval training with one of the YouTubers and eating healthy. Yeah, so I think just kind of taking care of myself, being very truthful to me, not ignoring all the negative and the positive feelings that I'm getting, and not being too engrossed and like too um, involved in all these like little emotions that come and go. I want to be truthful to myself, yet I want to just really, take it in and then let it out. And I think that's just kind of the healthy way to stay whole. Yeah. And I think like self care, whatever that means to you, like for me, I did my nails today. I think that's a little form of a self care. Whether that be sports, exercising, talking to friends. I think all of that will definitely help us in a way. Yeah. So good luck to all of you who good luck to all of you who are grinding their leak code, preparing for another job interview, fixing up their resume. Good luck to you all.